Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is Bro Man Clash right here, your host of the most on the East Coast. Yo, I'm just gonna talk about something that has been bogging my mind a bit, and that's appreciation. Why do some people appreciate and others do not? Why do some people think the smallest gesture can mean the greatest thing in the world, while some people have the greatest gift of all, which is life, and take it for granted? Hey, I used to be like that myself too. But it's something that really everybody needs to think about. And if somebody offers me a stick figure and it was just a gift, I'll be like, you know what, man, thanks. Because it was the thought that counts. If you thought about me and you say, hey, look, I may not draw as good as you, but still, I want to give you something. Here you go. I'll be like, you know what, man, thanks, man. I appreciate it because you at least put the effort and the heart into wherever you were doing. And if it's just a simple hello and a smile and a thank you, if I hold the door for you, some people say that's just simple common courtesy, but some people forget common courtesy because they got other things to do. And sometimes life will bog down people and they will just yell at people and you just be like, man, what the hell is your problem? And then they end up having a bad day. But if that person has the heart and even the mental capacity to say, like, you know what, man, I felt like I done that person wrong, let me turn around and talk right back to him and then apologize. That takes a lot of heart to apologize, especially nowadays. Because I remember I heard this woman say when I was helping her with her bags, she said, it's hard to find a good person nowadays. I'm just like, as much as I hate to say that, as much as I hate to hear it, but there's some truth to her words. But I told her this: don't worry, there are always good people. It's just that in order to appreciate the good, sometimes bad stuff needs to happen. But really, I'm not trying to teach you that appreciate the bad people, because some of those motherfuckers don't need to be appreciated in the first damn place. Now I'm just jiving with y'all, but just remember this: the people that truly cared about you, they will be there for you. They will love you. They will care for you. They will not even hesitate to say, "Hey, look, you don't like that song, Lean on Me? Lean on me if you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on." Remember that, man. See that one line from "Lean on Me"? That's a heavy part, because like nowadays we're so prideful, we're so uptight, we feel as if we can do everything on our own. But in some cases I can understand why they feel like they need to do things on their own, because you know why? Because it feels like this is our life, this is our struggle, this is what we need to do in order to improve ourselves. And some people, when we were younger, they always say like, "Oh man, you ain't gonna grow to be shit without us." And then that's why we grow up to be like loners in the first place, because we try to find security in other people, but we can't, because security exists within us. But sometimes you gotta say, you know what, man, I need some help. And I tried everything in the book. I even tried listening to my mom, and she ain't even help me. And then what happened next? You might hear somebody say like, "You know what, man, I'll help you." Because you know what they say? They say, "You know what, man, I understand what it's like to be in your shoes. So let me ease the burden off you for a bit." Even if it's just a little bit. If they're trying to lead you down the wrong direction, don't go there. If they're trying to tell you like, "Hey, look, man, the only piece of advice I can give you is just don't give up." If they tell you that, then it's worth listening, because in the end, they'll tell you how to live, not, and they'll tell you how to be, not to serve. Because it seems as if like nowadays, people only live to serve and to make other people happy instead of actually making themselves happy, making themselves feel like they are happy. And that's the reason why we have so many people that want to prove things to other people, instead of just saying like, "You know what, man, this is my struggle, this is my heart. If I need some help, I'll ask you. But if I don't need any help, then it's good, man. I can handle this on my own." See, there's a matter of when pride hits you, or when, you know, when confidence hit you. See, when pride hits you, that's when you really need some help, because in the end, pride is not a good thing. See, confidence is not pride. Do not get them, they're not interchangeable, they're different. See, confidence comes from a positive, enlightening moment, while pride comes from a negative and arrogant fueled moment where you think that, oh yeah, yeah, I feel like I'm king, I feel like I'm a god. Don't end up like Kanye West. That's the only thing I gotta say. I know if Kanye West is listening to this, I'm gonna say, yeah, I said it. Yeah, I ain't gonna forget you. You actually think you're Jesus Christ. Let me tell you something. Don't be a fictionist man. You're a real man with a real family. As long as your daughter's happy, that's good. You're doing the right thing. You're being a good father. That counts. Just make sure she don't end up like a mother. Yeah, Kim Kardashian. Make sure she don't end up like that. You know what, man? All jokes aside, man, I ain't gonna lie. Pride is a hell of a thing. Just like Rick James once said, cocaine's a hell of a drug. Yeah, that's what he said. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Pride is a hell of a drug. Because you just have one sniff of it. Ooh, I feel good. And then you just want to get back for more and more and more and more and more. And eventually it consumes your life, just like cocaine. And then you end up forgetting the very same thing that made you. I'm not saying like, parents and all that stuff. We already know that we have the genetic makeup of our mom and dad and our previous ancestors. That's beautiful. But as soon as you forget your individual standing, that's when you fall. And that's when appreciation for everything that you ever had in your life goes downhill. And once it goes downhill, that's it. You're not coming back. But if you do come back, you're going to come back even stronger. But what I mean not coming back, because it's going to be a long, cold road. Just like James Brown once said, he's lost in the wilderness. He's lost in business. Remember that song? Yeah, it's a man's world. But ain't nothing without a woman or a girl. That's a heavy song. Because it teaches you that, especially if you're a man. Well, I'm soon becoming a man. Even though I'm 19 years old, that means technically I should be a man in 2 years. But, being a man is not about coming of age. It's about what you know. And what you need to understand is appreciation. As soon as you don't have appreciation, you realize that you lost something far greater than just confidence. You lost love. And appreciation is almost synonymous with love. Because it's a positive emotion. Two of those are positive emotions. And if you say you're going to be heartless, well, let me tell you something. There's some people who are remorseless and will kill you right there if you claim that you're heartless. Let me just put it like this. Emotionless, remorseless, and heartless, if you get what all those things mean, they're basically talking about, look, I won't hesitate to harm anybody if it's going to help me. But in the end, emotion is very important because that's the human fiber. That's what makes you and me, everybody, hey, some of you may not agree with me, exist. I'm serious. The human fiber that makes us exist is not only communication, but appreciation. And showing that we love each other. And when you appreciate things that you love and you love things that you appreciate, you realize that your life is much more brighter than the darkest storm. And you too, that's all I gotta say. This is Bro Man Clash right here, saying, out one. Love y'all. Hope you have a great day.